Do you know that your spouse is smiling does not mean that all is well with him? Many times I have seen women make mistake because their spouse is smiling, you feel like all is well with him. In this episode, I want to share with you 6 things you should look out for in your spouse. Whenever you see any of this in your spouse, please, as a wife, know that all is not well with him. Don't wait for him to tell you. Sometimes men are logical beings. They don't want to experience their feelings. For we women, when all is not well, it's either you see it by our action or by our facial expression. But men, they don't express their feelings like that. So I want you to grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's discuss together. Number one, pay attention to his appetite. Yes, whenever you dish food to your spouse, whether he loves to eat or he doesn't love to eat, pay attention to the leftovers. Pay attention the way he's eating the food. Pay attention to his attitude towards the food. Pay attention how he embraced the food. Like, it's very important that you pay attention to his appetite. May I tell you that whenever men are passing through something, their appetite reduces. Yes, they might not tell you, but through their appetite, through the way they eat, through the leftovers, even though your husband may not be someone who loves to eat, but the way he eats, the way he embraces the food will tell you that all is not well with him. So pay attention to his appetite. Number two, pay attention to his expression, like he's laughing and smiling. Yes, you may say that your spouse is not somebody that laugh out loud. Do you know that his smile, his laugh will tell you if all is well with him or not? Yes, he may not laugh out loud always, but there is some certain times that you expected him to laugh out loud and he didn't do that. Know that something is wrong with him, that something is troubling him. Yes, he might smile, but may I tell you, when you look deep inside that smile, you will find out something is not well. So pay attention to his smile, his laugh. Number three, pay attention to his dressing. Yes, I know sometimes women, we are careless. Some women doesn't even care about the dressings of their spouse. They don't even know how their spouse dress. But may I tell you, a man that something is trouble, you will see it in his dressing as his wife. An outsider may not see it, but you as a wife, you will notice it. Let me give you an example. If your husband is someone that loves to dress corporate, when something troubles him, he will reduce his dressing. What did I mean by that? If he loves to put on ties, small jackets, big jackets, beautiful shirts, you will see that he will like to be simple often. He will like not to put all the ties, all the jackets. He will just want to wear his shirt and his clean trousers. So whenever you notice that your spouse dresses change, my dear, know that all is not well with him. That's why I say it's very important as a woman that you know how your spouse dress, so that whenever you see changes, you will know that all is not well with him. Before we move on, my YouTube friends, I want to ask you, have you subscribed? Please help us to grow our channel. We have so many things in this channel we want to share with you. Remember, we are in this journey of family together. Number four, pay attention to his sleeping. What did I mean by that? A man that something is troubling reduces his sleeping duration, and also he suffers from insomnia. You may say that, oh, my husband doesn't even sleep so long or something of that nature. Yes, he doesn't sleep so long, but a man that is free from trouble, even if he sleep 1 hour, 2 hours, that 1 hour or 2 hours will be deep. But any man that has troubles in his heart, even if he is lying on the bed, he is not sleeping. Even if he is sleeping, he is not sleeping. Whenever you see changes in the sleeping of your spouse, my dear, ask him a question. Don't allow him to die in silence. Number 5, pay attention to his body shape. A man that something is troubling may not reduce his dressing in order not to allow his wife to notice. He may not reduce his appetite, but through his body shape, you will know that something is troubling him. When he wears his clothes, does the clothes still fit him or he reduce in shape? When a man is troubling, may I tell you, it affects them a lot in their shape more than it affected women. Women, before anything affects our shape, that thing is already killing us. But for men, if any little thing affects them, affects their sleeping, affects their mood, may I tell you, only his pants will tell you that there is a problem. Whenever he wears shirt, you will see it by the sides of his shirt. So that's why it's very important that you pay attention to the shape of your spouse, or may I say, to the weight of your spouse. Don't neglect it and think all is well. The last but not the least is pay attention to his isolation. Yes, your spouse may not be an extrovert, but does he isolate himself often? Any man that have troubles in his mind always want to be isolated. He always want to stay in a secret place. He always don't want to be that place that is full of noise. Even though he may on television watching, may I tell you, he is watching that television, but his mind is not in that television. He is looking at television, but his mind is not in those players. Whenever you notice that your spouse start to isolate himself, maybe from dinner, family quality time, all the things that you used to do together, you always say, I am tired, I don't have time, can we do it tomorrow? My dear, all is not well with him. So in this episode, I want to encourage wives to pay attention to your partner. One thing with men is that they don't cry out loud like women, but they might be dying silently. That's why, as a wife, as his companion, as his better half, as his everything, that you pay attention to know when all is well and when all is not well. Thank you so much, my YouTube friends. Please don't forget to put in the comments your takeaway. Give this video a thumb up. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and share to friends who would benefit from our videos. Thank you, and I will see you in another episode. Shalom.